Warning, what you are about to hear is in fact opinion. It is not necessarily a representation of the league, coaches, or channel. You will hear things that may not make you feel good. This is called criticism. Sometimes criticism can even be subjective. Blood Bowl is a game of dice and strategy, and there will be comments on both dice and strategy. It does not necessarily mean that the subjects are good or bad people, but they probably are bad coaches. This is sarcasm. Either way, if you think it is offensive to be told you are wrong, tell someone else who cares. Enjoy.
Good evening, Blood Bowl coaches, and welcome to my channel for the first time this REBBL Playoff. I've been doing a lot of co-casting, not a lot of casting, but one of the channels I've been appearing on has graciously let me take his spot, and he'll be joining me to co-cast. Are you still out there, Hendis?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we've got a we found a match that's going to be pretty interesting. This is the round of 64 match between Kedgeroos and his refreshed necro, doing a bit of tax evasion, and Findico's chaos, which I am looking for here in the massive list of AI
They
games.
are on page 2.
Page 2, both of them, okay.
Yeah.
Catastrophe. So let's take a look at Catastrophe here. Oh, I spelled Twitch wrong. Nice. Thanks, Source. That would be something that I would do. So Catastrophe's chaos. They are murder hobo-y a little bit. And they've also been beat up because the Big O doesn't, fire things. Looking at the Chaos Warriors, we have Monty, who's got a movement bust and a arm bust, as well as Claw, Mighty Blow, Tackle, and Piling On.
In fact, he has 2 movement busts.
That's right, 2 movement busts.
So,
Nith
quite a slow killer.
Nith Dar, with Claw Palm as well as Guard. Guard and Palm stacked beautifully, and an Agi bust. And we've got Cola with Mighty Blow and Guard and Tackle, and Honeybee with a little bit of tackle there as well. I will say there's a decent amount of tackle on this Chaos team, not what I'm used to seeing. Sherry, the ball carrier with an Agi up. No dodge, but sure hands and big hand and Agi 4 feels a bit redundant. I don't like the big hand at the end there. I would have much rather seen 2 heads, or I don't know. He must have had one game where it rained and there were tackle zones and he just felt like big hand was the way. But to me, sure hands and Agi 4 does the job to where you don't need big hands. Just my opinion. Custard, Mighty Blow, Tackle, not fully killer, but this is a good anti-goal piece. And Mittens with Mighty Blow, Claw, Block, and Guard. Am I Kylo Fed again? I must be Kylo Fed again. Fun. And finally we have an odd piece, Grumpy, who's got a armor bust and 2 movement busts, and Block, Guard, and Prehensile Tail. A fun one. And the next generation of rookies there.
Quite a few interesting players there, especially the ones with armor busts are interesting to keep. But
not recommended. Yeah. Don't try this at home, kids. That's about all I can say about that. And on to Kedgeroos' team. Where are they? Again, you said they're on this page. I am not seeing them.
I meant the Catastrophe on this page.
Oh, okay. If I know anything about Kedgeroos, he's going to be one of the last people to take his ticket. Oh, this is actually arranged by when the teams were created.
He's on page 6,
yeah,
right there, the first
on the
one.
newer one. There we go. Perfect, thank you. All right. Professor Paresthesia's Pets.
Paresthesia's Pets is what I have been going with in the recaps, but it's quite a tongue twister there.
I can do that. Paresthesia. We've got a couple golems that look pretty fresh. Taxman hasn't caught on to them yet. For those of you that don't know, Kejiru's rerolled from Necro to Necro, so I've been giving him shit about tax evasion and evading his golem tax to keep his werewolves alive. He's got some nice werewolves. One block tackle, nothing special yet. The other one, quite special, with Might Blow, block, piling on, and jump up. So a true claw palm piece. No tackle yet, thank heaven. But yeah, that's a thing for a one-season Necro team.
Yeah,
it would be a real shame if that died.
What KG did during the regular season, before there was a Manguson, there was a Mangus, and he also had block and tackle, and he just got fired because Greedy was hoping to get another double wolf instead of leveling him.
Wow.
That was an interesting decision.
Very greedy. Very greedy. The rest of the team, they're pretty trim. A couple level ups on the zombies. I am disappointed to not see a dirty player on this block first one. Other than that, I don't know what it is. Wish I knew it was causing the high-low fed. Oh well. Another issue for another day. So, let's go ahead and see if they are live yet. And they are. Jump in.
That's great. Let's get this started.
And we're going to go all the way back to the beginning here. It looks like they're already on turn 2, so this is going fast. I'm happy to hear that. Nothing makes me happier than a fast game of Blood Bowl. So from the very beginning, we will put the coin toss here, and oh, you guys like animation, don't you? I'll put it on arm breaks.
So Elf Turf is an interesting one. I believe that's Findeco Stadium.
Because of course. Why wouldn't the armor-busted Chaos team want elf grass for more GFIs? That's wonderful. We got some fan rolls. Catastrophe rolls indeed. Keji rolls a 7. They're both on 9 fan factor, so yes, looks like Catastrophe wins the fan factor. I got a bribe over here for the Necro team. No wizard, but it looks like there's a wizard there. It's just the wizard replay bug. By the way, the spacing is on those rerolls.
Yeah, I think so.
I would assume that then that would be a wizard and a bribe doing these ones.
Did he get any
Sharp,
star
for the
players? No, he didn't. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's probably the bribe and the wizard. That would probably fit the team value difference.
And I'll put the skills on. I was crap about that.
Yeah, it makes playing and watching a little bit easier when you see the skills, because otherwise it's easy to forget about stuff.
See, I really like triggering chat. That's kind of what I live for. And with the names on, it makes it easier for me to cast. Maybe I'll do that.
Ah.
Catastrophe gets the extra reroll, courtesy of Fan Factor. And a better roll. And Monty making just a push clip onto the zombie. We do get a Mighty Blow shot, though, as Custard takes him down into an armor break. But just a stone.
Yep.
Honeybee not finding any armor action. Here's a claw palm hit.
Are we piling on? Yes,
Get
we
used
are.
to that animation, boys and girls. Hey, let me go mark this golem with my armor bust.
Yeah, that's a risky decision. Let's see if it pays off.
Yes, it does. With claw, we get Arnold out. Down one golem. Turn 1. Feels bad, man. And of course, the ball carrier does pick it up. Looks like sure hand did the thing there.
Yeah, I mean, with all those utility skills, you would expect him to pick up the ball.
Thank you very much, D-Sharp. I do try to provide somewhat useful commentary.
I'm just here to talk shit.
I do that
But
too. Hey, we're going to focus the
fine.
AV7, and we are rewarded with an armor break, but no removal. It's too bad. Little... God, these names are going to kill me. What is Kechi thinking? Hydroxa... Pales. Pales?
Yeah, I gave up on that one.
Petites. Petite. Hydroxa petites. The white. Get more on there.
I just call him the Blitzer because usually that's the one Kichi uses for his blitzes and not the Wolf.
Makes sense. We are, of course, going to give some more hits to these Chaos. I personally would not stand up these zombies next to the Claw Bombers. They're not going to provide me anything other than maybe a reroll if he happens to 1 in 36 to block, but to me, giving these Chaos in particular extra free hits is probably not wise. That's kind of his whole strategy.
Yeah.
We see the Claw Palmer go after the other Golem, finding a stun, and you got it. Pile on. That one sticks. Let's see if the regen does a thing. Looks like it does. It does. Regen is a pretty strong counter to Claw Palm when it works.
Still, it hurts to be down 2 Flash Golems after only 2 turns.
Yeah, it's gonna have you on the back foot for sure.
And now it gets really rough to protect the Whites and the Werewolves.
Yeah. I'm curious if he... In this position right here, I would actually go after the Chaos Warrior on the side. And it looks like that's exactly who he's targeting. You can get some Claw Palm on him, and that's going to be worth it. And then you swing your zombie, your kick zombie around to protect after the plays. Or get a foul, even. Oh, I like this path. This is better for a foul. You see immediately the Claw gets the armor break into a stun, followed with the pylon. Not rewarded.
We are fouling.
I just want to say that this is where we came into the VOD, and we still aren't even caught up yet, so they are still playing very fast. Very apt. Decent foul, still, again, not rewarded. I don't like fouling the... Actually, no, it doesn't matter because he's got a bribe. I was going to say, normally you don't foul stun players, that's a bad play, but because he's got the bribe, I'm not opposed to it. And we get a Claw Palm Blitz onto... This is the second. Thus far, we are 3 out of 3 for selecting every pylon that pops up on our screen. Right next to a Thalian zombie. Really wish he had Dirty Play, though. Hey, there's a Dub Skull. That zombie's life was traded for reroll. And he strives.
I mean, it was only the free reroll from the kickoff, so...
That's true. Ball doesn't feel safe with this half cage, but it is. We get a foul onto the Werewolf, but it does no good. He actually could get a shot at this Palmer with jump up.
Yeah, you often tend to forget about jump up.
I would come from the other angle, though. Because now he's basing that white, but here's the shot. I would have re-rolled that one. This is not going to be a 2-die. Yeah. You re-roll the 2... Oh, re-rolled into a double. And there goes Aquinas.
Yeah,
so
if you are...
Oh, go ahead.
If you're willing to spend the reroll, you definitely reroll the 2 dice and not the half dice.
Yeah. You got to think about that. This is the first honest time I've seen a frenzy trap actually punished in the playoffs, so unlucky Kejiroos. But you kind of had to know if you were going up against Kandeka, you were going to be unlucky.
I mean, at least the wolf is safe on the sideline for now.
I guess that's one way to look at it. Probably how Kejiroos is looking at it, because I believe he was unhappy to make the playoffs.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't trying his hardest to get there. So he wasn't too happy when he got it, but I think he's still playing to it, because that's how Kejiroos plays.
That's fair. Another KO. All the KOs this turn.
Yeah. We don't have a babe on Keji's side.
It is hard to foul when you are down numbers. Why I go hard for the attrition when I'm up against the vibe. It's weird, he's caging around this rookie. Not caging around the ball. I don't know why he's doing this. I mean, he's not in any danger. It's not like the white's going to go around the world to get to him, but it's just really weird to me, visually, to see this caged around the rookie that's not holding the ball.
Yeah, maybe that's just the stand-in for the ball carrier. So he gets shot and not the ball carrier himself, because the opponent is used to finding the ball carrier in the center of the cage.
And now he's KOing himself as the white makes a fed play and joins his werewolf on the sidelines. And we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on the pitch, and only 3 of them are standing.
And most of them are zombies.
Most of them are zombies. He does stay on the pitch, though. I would like to foul on the werewolf here. I know it's a regen piece, but you can get rid of that other werewolf. Would be nice. Greed reroll, just a push for it. We are almost caught up live. If I can breathe.
Yeah, I've been leaving the play-to-play casting to you because I don't think we are quite so
No, I didn't think we were either. That's why I was just going with it. We finally figured out a cage. I know they frown upon that in Big O, but we found one. We just forgot the corner. But that's okay. There's still
I mean, at least the ball is in the center.
Yeah, it's an improvement. Hey, attrition fireball. No real damage.
I'm not
but
sure
we have
about
a 1
that
die.
one.
We have we have a 2 die actually on the ball here. Let's see if we get anything out of it. And no, I agree. I don't see the point to that. His hope was that he removes the ball carrier and then he fails to pick up the ball for 3 turns maybe. But because of the way that the chaos is positioned, notice a big clump of gunk over here and 4 people and the ball over here. I understand why he did that. I just would have preferred he just lightning bolt the ball carrier instead of fireballing for attrition. But that's my preference.
Yeah, and then maybe I would have waited another turn, because giving the chaos 3 turns to recover the ball is a little bit much, even if you get the ball carrier out.
I don't hate the turn because of, like you said, these guys are all clumped up around 2 pieces.
Yeah, that's true, but I think he would have gone for another big fall on the werewolf anyway.
I mean, maybe. We are finally caught up live.
I mean, it was a little bit unlucky that he didn't actually remove a single player there.
That was a good 1 and 9 for those zombie too.
Not so good for Rocket Island Cow.
No, unfortunately, Rocket Highland Cow is joining the majority of his team now on the sideline in the KO box. 5 KOs and 1 regen casualty for this murder hobo of a murder hobo chaos team. But there's still, this one zombie is literally shutting down, I guess 2 zombies are doing it. The 2 zombies are shutting down 6, 7 players from joining the rest of the crew, so doing their job there.
Now, we do have a surf available here in theory.
I would go for the surf as much as I would go for the push play. Just do the 1 die with the zombie that has block, which is pretty darn safe. And then blitz the 1 die into the ball carrier.
Now, what would the dodge be for the white? It would be a 5+ dodge?
It doesn't have to be a dodge, it does the chain push.
Yeah, I'm just saying if we are going for the dodge. It would be a 5+ dodge into a 1 dice?
Yeah.
If we also dodge out the zombie, so it might
you're
be
trying to go for the surf.
Yeah, it might be a much harder play, but I mean the reward could be big.
He's got Mighty Blow, honestly. I mean, it's not like it is a surf, clearly, but I would just take the 1 die play, because if you get the ball on the ground again, and you can get the stun is fine. The stun means that he cannot score. It's going to have to be a different player on team to score.
I'm curious why. Maybe would have tried the foul there. You have the numbers advantage anyway.
Not rewarded. Reroll that. Yes, he's rewarded.
Because if you stun the white there, everything is over for KG basically.
There we go.
Now we have a 1 dice.
There we go. Yeah, you're still a little behind me. Make sure you skip the next AO or whatever Apple screen popped up. Gets the POW. Oh, the play. The play.
Yeah. I just got he gets the POW when he rolled a POW on my end, so I think we should be synced.
Okay, good. Beautiful scatter right behind the zombie. Yeah, he can clear this off really easy, but he didn't get the stun. Technically, I believe our good ball carrier, Cherie, is able to... Cherie or Charles? I'm reading if it's an L or an I. I'm going to go with Cherie. Can score still. They pick up and move towards the end zone.
Are we still going for the surf here? Now with the both down.
It is Charles. Okay, I'll correct myself.
Three dice on the zombie. Another.
The zombie is doing work. Lock them out. Kick Zombie has been just literally holding the Chaos Horde. And doing his work to protect the werewolf as well.
Another one in mine.
Wow. He says through the surf at this point. Would have been an easy one, actually. But because he didn't knock over the Kamau, he was concerned that he wouldn't be able to follow it up. So I actually think the knockdown there is the right choice.
Yeah, I probably would have still tried another 3 dice on the zombie first, because it would have freed up another beast.
Well, it wouldn't have worked. He's got one more zombie to take down as well. Another one in 9 can really ruin his day, potentially.
Well, he is agility for the ball carrier, so...
The sound effects are turned off right now, Casey, for the VOD of this one.
Yeah, Metal likes his playoff.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It sounds much more consistent and professional. And then you throw on certain casters that aren't either of those things, and it, isn't as good.
Yeah, I might have forgotten to turn off certain things as well, but we were still in the round of 64.
We
You
go to
might
pick
get
up
away with it there.
in the tackle zone. No big deal. 2+ due to the big hand. And it does succeed without a reroll. So there we go. I gave him crap for the big hand, and it immediately did something.
I mean, he still had sure hands, so...
Yeah, it would have been fine, but... I can at least give him some credit. Finally, 3 dice. We find the knockdown. Kamal goes down to a mighty blow shot. Doesn't even break armor. Guy is MVP. But that does free up 2 players. At this point, what is our play? Is there a play? I think it's just the one guy with the white try and mark the ball carrier. Since you can't surf him.
I'm not so sure if you even go for the mark.
I know, because it's a very surfable response. He doesn't have to stand firm. And we want the claw palm. There's only 1 player left standing on the pitch, so yes, that's where we're going to blitz. Comes the pile on.
Zombie's gone.
Rewarded. And this one sticks. You're not going to foul with that Chaos Warrior, any. You better not.
No, he doesn't have a bribe. If he was the one with the bribe, I wouldn't hate it, but...
I would hate it. That's a very valuable piece that you do not want to risk with 1/6 of going off.
That is true, and it's against region, so... We are going for the 1 dice and finding a knockdown.
I don't know if he was going to follow that up with a mark, though. Let's put it this way. If he does, he's getting surfed.
To be honest, I wouldn't
Even right
hate...
there? No, I guess right there he can't.
I wouldn't have hated marking up the Beastman without any skills.
Just use the reroll to get in position here.
Because...
I wonder if he's going to go for the 1 turn.
Yeah, he probably just gone
Necro
dry,
can
but
1 turn.
the problem with the positioning of the white right now is that it doesn't stop the Beastman at all. It's just
no, it's just
2
a big
GFIs.
target. Yeah.
So I wouldn't have hated positioning the white next to the 2 bearers, the Beastman without any skills, and hope for either 1 and 9. Yeah, that is true, but...
I know we're not playing against Andy Davos, so it's not the only thing that we're looking at.
I probably wouldn't go for a surf there if I was the Chaos. I'd probably just take a safe 3 dice on the white with my Mighty Blow Claw piece instead. And we might see that as well now, so...
Indigo taking a really long time to decide if he wants to roll the GFIs or if he wants to risk his last reroll on a block. And actually, now that you think about it, I mean, having that white positioned right where he is does force him to make the choice of either taking an extra block or just going for the score. You can make it 3 die. That might be what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
We are going for... hand?
Oh, unpunished. 2 GFIs with the reroll is significantly safer than a 1 and 9, well 8 out of 9 handoff, and 2 still needing a GFI because this guy's movement busted and we don't fire our movement busted players.
Especially with the elf turf, so even the risk of falling down would be limited.
Well, this is going to be one of those games where you're Seeing somebody take some extra unnecessary risk and not getting punished. But regardless, we do get a little bit more FPP on this killer piece. That could come into play in future matches should Bendeco hold out for the win here.
Yeah, but I still don't like feeding more SPP to the already move and busted killer piece. That feels a little bit awkward to me.
And we're going to set up the goal line defense on the side here.
Important to note, both a Flesh Golem and the Killer Wolf didn't come back yet.
Yeah, 2 out of 5 on the KOs, and 2 that didn't come back are really valuable ones. This goal line defense is going to be actually pretty beefy compared to most. He's got enough tackle to spread it all the way across the line, and he also even has the tail, so you really don't want to go that side. Let's see, where would you go? Is there a gap here? There is no gap.
I mean,
where you can't shoot tackle. He doesn't have dodge on any of the players, so it doesn't matter. Tackle's
yeah, he has the ghoul. He has the ghoul.
Oh, but that's
technically.
True. But you're not going to use the ghoul for that. You're going to use the werewolf because of the movement 8.
Yeah, if there was a hole in the tackle defense, I maybe would have considered the ghoul, since you should have enough players to, in theory, pull it off.
Oh, and I'm disappointed to see this. Extremely disappointed to not see the one-turn attempt.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy one-turn attempt, but definitely in the realms of possibility, especially with a touchback.
Touchback would have made it much easier. The hardest part would be the dodges, but those dodges are very doable.
Yeah, to be honest, if we were going for the one-turn, I wouldn't have hated using the Frenzy for pushes and using the white, and maybe try to go through next to the prehensile tail one, because it would only be one dodge away from prehensile tail.
I think there's better routes.
Yeah, I think you're better with the one-turners than me, so...
Well, we do find a KO onto a rookie Beastman.
That's the first removal for Kichi, I believe.
It is. Get a claw hit. Into a stun. That's all we've been able to find. The claw for the necro. And it looks like we're going to set up for that foul. We've got the bribe, so this is kind of a no-brainer foul. Even though there are no dirt players.
Chaos still have one player as a bench, so if he gets a removal there, he could see himself being up in the numbers.
Please don't do the vanity pass before the foul. He was thinking about it.
Yeah, not on a zombie.
Hey!
Ooh, he finds the injury.
No bribe even needed? Oh, it is. Yes,
bribe.
it does. Yes. But that is 11 on my screen, but it is a 10.
Do you even use the bribe here?
Of course. Always use the bribe. I guess the argument could be that you could potentially foul earlier in your turn action if you had the bribe on hand, but...
Yeah, and he has a pretty deep zombie bench, but I do see your point.
That's... Yeah, to me, I would always use it first. There are so few circumstances, and I'm a team that could arguably wait on the... Ooh, nice pass from the zombie. Gets that vanity pass, so he will have dirty player, I hope, in the next match. I play a team of orcs, with dirty players that are valuable, but also that need to position really, really well in order to capitalize on a lot of other stuff that my team has. And so the bribe, like I'll make early action bribe fouls, and then be able to reposition the assist after I foul. And I wouldn't make that same play if I didn't have the bribe. Yeah, we get the werewolf back. So I guess there could be a case to be made to not using the bribe there, but I still feel like with the way this murder, attrition, chaos has been playing, that you just keep the foul. Why is my screen black?
I mean, he does still have a bench now, because the Killer Wolf came back. So my point would have been, since you are most
11,
likely
right.
have one player bench anyway, why not keep the bribe and use it for better positioning in the second half, instead of saving a fresh zombie you don't really care too much about.
Yeah, it's true.
But I definitely don't blame him for taking the bribe and using it.
And he still needs to foul, absolutely, in the second half. He can't just say, oh, well, there's my bribe, no more fouls. He really should be taking fouls at these armor-busted hunks of junk. Whether it's the AV7 or the 88 Chaos Warrior. Particularly the AV8 Chaos Warrior, in my opinion, would be just ideal for stomping in the head.
I am a little surprised he is right there, free to target.
I'm not. How do you think he got all those stat busts?
And both of them are actually in the front line and not in the back.
They are.
That's interesting.
Only one stat busted player is in the back row. And that's the one that has the movement bust. Because, you know, you want those to be further back.
I mean, I can see why the movement free Chaos Warrior isn't too far. Well, he's still next to the sideline, so he's still a little bit out of position.
Your brother is cleaning house. Nothing stuck too much.
Actually, nothing too much sticked from the first half.
He had 5 KOs. Or no, more. Didn't he have like 6 on point? He had a lot of KOs.
I think it was 5 KOs, 3 of which came back after the score, and now the Wolf came back.
Yeah.
Now, Keiji, don't forget to put the Wolf back into play.
Yeah. If he doesn't put the Wolf into play, that's a huge misplay. He's going to forget. Or, okay, good. Or he's either going to forget that, or he's intentionally just trying to keep it alive, and that would say way too much.
I mean, you're saying he's not playing for strategic depth, but it's not too much strategy to not put your vulnerable pieces where the opponent can target it instead of putting them a little more back.
Yeah, decently deep kick right next to the pool. Get the knockdown on Blake. See if this Mighty Blue White can do anything. There's a KO. Now we're seeing the number turn. Because the Chaos KO did come back on, that is basically -1 for the Chaos. Do we see 2? We do not.
Well, there might still be a foul coming.
I would like that. Ooh,
and there's
I really
2.
like that.
Yeah, just roll a 11 and a 12.
The zombies are really the MVPs of this game right now. Sorhawk getting that Kaz there. And of course, Lakamal with his just stand-up job holding back the horde of chaos and protecting his werewolf.
And we are targeting the ammo value 7 beast. I like that.
Absolutely. With Mighty Blow from the white. Just a push. Feels bad, man. The plot armor of Grumpy is definitely stronger than the actual armor of Grumpy.
We are... No? Are we?
Doesn't look like we're going to foul the rookie beast. That's fine, because Sorbach
It's
is right
fine,
there
yes.
to just punch him again. He's
And
angry
you
now.
are now up in numbers anyway, so I don't think you need to push too hard for removals.
Wisely does not burn the reroll right there. This is overtime format, and the ball is under 0 threat. The only thing I dislike about what Keji did there is he brought the killer further back. He could have been safe and not so far back. Remember, we're up against a movement 3 Chaos Warrior, so he's not going to come plunging into the backfield. And the movement 5 Beastman, again, is not going to be plunging into the backfield. All you really have to do is get to somewhere right alongside where your tackle werewolf is, and then you're still able to make some good movement plays. The only other piece other than these armor-busted players that I'd be focusing would be his ball carrier, is if he loses the Agi-Forsher hands, big hand, it becomes a whole lot more, I don't know, random, his ability to carry the ball, especially in overtime.
Yeah, definitely. If you can get the ball carrier out, that helps you a lot, but I don't think Findeco will be offering him up on a silver platter. At least I hope so.
Put a pin in that for a little bit later. The way this zombie is positioned, I would absolutely be positioning and setting up for the foul next turn. And that would basically ask, and I would the tail piece basically on this side of the chaos side of the zombie, and then I would swing and mark on the other side here and able to kind of force the blitz, if you were. And actually, you can move this Chaos Warrior still to be the one that's in front, so somewhere like right here, and the second one here, and one here. And if you put 3 pieces on this zombie, it'll be a super big commitment for the Necro to protect him from getting served.
Well, the Chaos Warrior is marked by the zombie behind him.
You're right.
So.
I don't see it. That's why.
Yeah, that happens.
I usually actually either play with the curved camera or I move around a lot in camera selection during the match. But I don't like triggering my chat too much, just a little bit.
Yeah,
actually
I like
a real 2 match last season. My opponent had a tree. There was a quick snap. And so I originally set up not basing the tree, but I just moved my lineman right next to the tree to base him. And first action, he didn't see it. I just dodged his tree.
No, the question is, did it work?
It did not work. Nor did the loader reroll.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. It felt pretty bad for him. That was after I based all of his other elves.
Yeah, I do play lizards myself, so I usually always check for tackle zones to see if I can move pieces before I do, because it's pretty easy to miss a player behind the Saurus or behind the Croxigore.
Yeah.
Or to miss your own skink behind the other player, because they are small.
We're seeing a light screening from the Chaos. Not a lot of base. Making trainer fans here. And there's the zombie with the block, making value. Still would prefer dirty play, but if he wants, he can position to not frenzy trap himself and blitz this valuable honeybee Chaos Warrior with his claw palm. I would very much like to see that. He needs one more assist on the second block. Nope, we're going to frenzy trap ourselves. That's okay. Oh, he's going this way. Okay. I like it. Yeah, he's going in the middle. I thought he was going to be 1 square lower. Yeah, we'll probably... Oh, it didn't pop up. That probably means it was a KO. No, it wasn't. Injury on the bottom side stuff.
Ooh.
That's
Piling on paying off big time.
Now he just needs to protect him from getting fouled from a beastman. And that's why you like claw palm werewolves.
or hate them, depending on the viewpoint.
I like this wolf coming back to make sure the ball is safe. Before he picked up, I probably would have swung, I don't know, maybe the white a little bit back, just to kind of screen back against the screen. Again, it's movement 5, so it's not like he's anywhere near the ball, but just to make it a little safer.
I think it's fine that way because the beast can't reach the werewolf itself, so...
This is one of the dilemmas of Necro, though, is you've got such a wide range of movement pieces that where you place the ball in relation to the line of scrimmage and where the majority of your team is, it's very easy to get separated. It's also very easy for your opponent to pick on the wrong thing, and then you sneak past them, and now you're perfectly safe. Setting for a foul.
I'm not sure if that's maybe a little overcommitting.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going. We just gave up a lot of pitch control. As long as this isn't a send-off, though, I think it's okay. It's not a send-off.
Yeah, it's not a send-off.
And now we have a real numbers advantage for the Necro. And this is looking really bad for Fendeco.
Well, 3 injuries is rough. I think he can live with the KOs, but to me it's looking like we are going to overtime.
He needs return damage, and he is not finding it. Mittens bringing out the pillow claws and not getting it, and rolling GFIs to boot. But what I would do in this position as Chaos is just flood and it's back. Oh, that's not what you want to do. Does he burn the reroll?
Well,
he already used a reroll. When did he use a reroll? Did he roll for the POW? He did reroll for the POW. I missed that.
I missed it myself. This looks like that was a very quick decision.
What he should have done is not rolled the GFIs and also moved the rest of these players around to try and kind of get between the Necro and the ball. Because that's very exposed and vulnerable with him bunching up like this for that foul.
We are hunting down another Chaos Warrior.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, especially when it works.
Neth Nerdar. Dead in the dead. He is gone.
Well,
Kejiru's doing what Fendeco was unable to do and getting rid of Stat Bust.
and he gets himself another bench.
Doing him a favor. Arguably the best of all those Stat Busted pieces with the Agi Bust on the Chaos Warrior. But yeah, extra bench to boot.
Yeah, it's looking worse and worse for Fendeco.
And he gets to retreat to safety. He didn't even have to pile on there. This is looking really, really rough for Fendeco. But a nice, I call it the Bretonian cage. I was so used to seeing Mercedes use it. But the 6-man cage here is a good counter if you're up against a fireball as well.
Yeah, I don't think we will see another fireball.
Nope, no wizards left in this match. But I like the 6-man cage. For
Unless Fendeco scammed one for some reason, and we just didn't catch it. Which I doubt.
So now Nithdar shall live on as a Pokemon.
Do we commit the 2 zombies for a foul on Mittens?
For those of you joining here, we are turn 11. Chaos had a very rough KO delivering first half where they just kind of marched down the field and with a couple hiccups were able to do the quick score. Or not quick score, stall score. And no one-turn attempt, just going for damage on the Necro side of thing, and they found it in the second half. Getting casualties where not giving up any actual removals this half.
And It's even the 2 armor bust pieces still left on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. The easiest ones are still there. We've got good old Monty here with his movement 3 and AV8. And with his movement 3, him being on this farthest side of the pitch, he's more or less out of the play. I'd like to see him move up a little bit here. And then our other favorite, Grumpy, the movement 4, armor value 7. Beast man.
And now with the other Chaos Warrior dying, the movement 3, Monty is the only claw pumper left for the Chaos.
Yeah, it's GFI if you want to claw. Well, no. Oh, yeah, claw palm. Yeah, yeah. He's got claw mighty blow, though, which...
Yeah, that works fine.
Does work on its own. Papa Nasty in the chat stating that his real advantage was strength and guard, and he needed to set up multiple hits in order to get the advantage versus trading an equal number of blocks with a regen team that also has claw palm. And you're not wrong, Papa Nasty. I agree. I think when he set up with that loose chaos screen, that was giving basically ground for. It's basically saying, "Hey, Kajarus, pick who you want and focus them."
Yeah, especially with leaving one of your best players based up and not really giving him any support, which then got punished. And
I just, for the first time ever, noticed that there's a tail and another tail. When you have prehensile tail, you still have a good tail.
I mean...
Where's the prehensile tail coming from? These are the serious questions that never get asked on those professional streams. Just saying.
I mean, now that I look at them closer, it also looks a little bit weird if you look at the Beastman from behind.
Right? It's just something not right about that. We are finally targeting the AV7. And he's fine.
And he's the one. Are we piling on? We are piling
I'm
on.
a little bit greedy because of the positioning here. He's not going to
Yeah,
get fouled.
now he's closing
He's fine.
off his own way a little bit.
I don't
But
think
we still have plenty of time left,
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't
be fine.
force this.
Yeah, definitely. For some reason I thought we were 1 or 2 turns deeper into the half. Maybe because of the speed we went in the first half.
Yeah. First half flew. And Hitter's basing here. So he is going to give Vendeco a chance. I don't like this. Just this whole turn right now feels really bad. Because we're going to be giving 1, 2, 3, potentially. Potentially, if he doesn't make this 1 die or bring somebody else over to make this a 2 die. Yeah, he's fouling, so he's not going to be doing this block. So yeah, we're giving 3 Mighty Blow hits to the Chaos, plus a Blitz. That is an opportunity for them to come back into it. Val does nothing, no send-off either. The 87, like I said, the plot armor of Grumpy is still stronger than the actual armor of Grumpy. And the plot armor says, not yet. We're still having fun talking about the
referee
tail.
really doesn't care about the fouls.
He cared about one of the injuries, but...
Yeah, but he got bribed there, so he only wanted the cash.
Here's a clop on hit. Just a stun. You're going to put our movement 3 piece on the ground.
If you're piling on here, you're basically accepting he is out of play.
He doesn't pile on. You're not wrong. I mean, absolutely. It's movement 3. He needs to stay standing if he wants to do anything. But...
yeah, I mean, at this point, you can't really stop the Necromantic from scoring themselves. And getting another zombie off the pitch does help.
That's where I'm saying I might be playing for overtime. Although when you look at the sideline, there is 2 people on the bench that are coming in. So, getting one zombie out doesn't necessarily mean... I mean, you can even get Kaz and then they just regen anyway.
Yeah, and the other problem is with movement 3, he's basically out of position already. If we are moving at a reasonable speed here for Kichus.
Yeah. Dodging out to
one.
get a blitz on the cage corner, so we would like to base the school and say, hey, I'm not permed enough. You should definitely blitz me instead. I do like the fact that we have a dump up serve. Like, that's just inevitable because we stood up Grumpy.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred a blitz with the ball carrier on the white.
Plot armor would tell me that Grumpy is going to block the 1-9 the block and stand on the pitch, but we'll see if the plot armor holds strong against serfs.
We are looking to stop the score at all means, as it seems.
The one reason I don't like that play is it doesn't let Custard make a block.
And really, there's an easy chain push to free up the ball.
Yeah. A really, really easy chain push. I don't know. This seems like an easy turn for Keji. Here's the jump up. See, the plot armor holds strong, and Grumpy is still on the pitch. We'll see if the actual armor stays strong this time. And it does, yeah.
Well, we get another try. And holds up.
It's fine. It's fine. Grumpy's not going anywhere. This is actually the heart of the strategy in keeping a player with 3 stat busts.
Wait, where did his tail go now?
Same place it came from is the answer to that question.
Oh, and another removal.
Custom gets KO'd. Welcome everybody from Full Metal's cast. This is the aggressive game that you have expected. We are turn 13 in. First half, Fendeco was getting all the KOs, 5 KOs, 2 casualties. One of them was regen. And quite easy score there with Kejiru's not putting up too much of a defense. And the second half has gone all necro, including death of Nethneth Dar, who is now playing for the other team. We don't do the chain push, but we don't really need to.
We found the chain push.
Well, I guess semi-chain push. Not the chain push I was looking at.
Yeah, that's true, but it's enough to free up the ball.
I would prefer the werewolf one.
Oh, I see.
But we're staying with a healthy distance away from Monty and his movement 3. Keeping the ball over here. But we are putting the ball next to the tail, so
why are we fouling this?
It's going to be fouled, but this is the thing. Grumpy's plot armor, stronger than his actual armor, is not going to allow stun here. So he gets a
probably
shot at the
he's
ball.
setting off the zombie, and that.
Cinder recognizing the risk of plot armor.
And he should be safe next to the sideline.
Oh, that was your player without the name? Interesting. That was Iron Master's player that died. And again, plot armor holds strong. As if there is any doubt in anyone's mind that Grumpy was going to get removed from this pitch. I think that's the second or third foul. And been knocked down by Claw Palm like 3 times. He's just not
I
going
think
away.
only 2 times by Claw Pump. The first one was off the white.
Yes, Ace, that's true. No one ever loses to mid-TV chaos in playoffs.
Oh shit, there's the movement 3 Chaos Warrior incoming.
He's coming. He's coming.
Ooh.
And a cheeky 5+ dodge finds the hit, but guess what? He's got dodge too, so it's not going down. That, however, is knocked down next to the sideline, scattering out of bounds. Where's it going? Nobody knows, but really, really deep into the necro side of the pitch. And guess what? We have a player that we have not used that could literally pick up the ball and run away from all of these zombies. Wow, that just happened.
How did that work?
He trusted in the heart of the cards and in the dice of Nuffle. We
And
do
then
see the
failed
dodge
the
fail.
dodge.
So there's somewhat a chance of justice still in this world, but we've only got 3 turns left, and that choice of positioning there, I think, might cost Ketchy the game.
Yeah.
It's not over yet, but I'm just saying.
I mean, the good thing is Monty went the wrong way, so he's still out of position.
Yes, Monty will always be out of position. He's not helping here, but I'm more worried about the fact that there's an Agi 4's Beastman that is with big hand and sure hands. So putting that zombie there doesn't really do anything.
Finally, we removed Grumpy off the pitch.
Ooh, and Grumpy goes down hard. When the plot armor finally breaks, does it ever break? Just
well, it's only badly hurt.
And now there's a very surfable werewolf. But we'll let that go for
We
now.
now have
We're
5
going after.
injuries.
We're going after Charles. And Charles goes down with a stun. Can you afford to pile this on? Doesn't matter. He does anyway.
And it doesn't pay off. And to be honest, I don't really agree with the pylon there because the stun should be enough.
This looks really rough.
Well, he's not getting fouled there anyway, so you might as well pile on.
This looks rough. He needs to get the ball with the white, and then I think at this point you do base the flesh golem against Cole, because he's not going to get any assists.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
He does that.
You should move the other white in a better position.
You have
first.
to reroll this pickup if it fails, and it does.
Yes.
100% reroll this. And
Ooh, the 1 in 9.
1 in 9's it. This is what I'm saying. This is how you lose this kind of a game. This is a complete trap game. And Hedgeroos can totally lose this now because he underestimated the fact that he was 1 dodge away from getting punched.
Yeah.
You discount that 5+ roll. And you were next to the sideline, so of course the ball scatters out and goes directly next to, I mean, super deep, super deep. Even if it was on this side of the pitch, that scatter wouldn't have mattered as much. But because it's so deep.
It was definitely unlucky, but still he probably shouldn't have given Findeco that shot.
That's what I'm saying. It was preventable because you're just saying to yourself, oh, he's not going to do that. But a coach like Findeco is absolutely going to do that. He's with the playoffs with this team. I mean, you look at this team and the fact that he's in playoffs, you know he's the kind of coach that is going to do that.
And if you just mark that one, yes. You don't want to risk a failed pickup into the hands of the zombie or the white. Or even you don't want to be marked.
And Tomo, I get that he plays for fun, but that doesn't mean that we can't say that it's a bad play when it's a bad play. I'm not saying that it was a bad play. I'm actually saying that it was a big play that was rewarded for it. But it's not the same as, the right play. But this is absolutely a game where the right play doesn't always work, and the wrong play can work. And that's what
I definitely agree with the 5+5+ shot at the ball, because what else are you going to do from that position?
Clawpalm finally has shown up again, and it's a badly hurt on the Beastman here.
Well, we still need to make a pickup.
I would say the game is not over, though. In fact, if anything, it's likely still in Chaos's favor, with only 4 players on the pitch. Is it 4 or 3? 1, 2, 3, 3 players. There are 3 Chaos players on the pitch, and they are about to win this game. I'm calling it right now. The positioning where these players are at. What's that goal there? He still has to make a GFI in that position.
Yeah, why not? And why not get him more centered?
Oh, God. Movement 8. I guess the werewolf is the target here.
But we can't really get the werewolf in a great handoff position.
Ghoul is now the target. The only target.
Ghoul is
And we're
target.
still failing the pickups. Okay, we finally got the
have
pickup.
the ball in hand.
You have to make this handoff.
I mean, you can give it to the white as well. You don't only have the ghoul.
I guess it doesn't matter. The handoff didn't matter there.
Yeah, the handoff didn't matter too much. You have, well...
If he handed off to the werewolf, he could have handed off to the white instead of the ghoul, and not had to make any GFIs.
But 2 GFIs are still better than a 3+.
He's got a 1 die on the ball, just to push. He's thinking about the last reroll. I probably wouldn't use my last reroll on this.
Well, look at his injury box.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
not winning the overtime.
That's true.
So I agree with the reroll there. I think a knockdown there was his biggest hope. And now he's still marking the ball.
I mean, I would like to see this go to overtime. I know it's not going to go to kicks. I can say that much.
Yeah, I think I'm... That's an interesting one.
Which one was this one? Monty's making the dodge. Does he have Agibus in addition to his movement? No. So he's still Agi
No,
3.
it's 4+, 3+. Yeah, it might not be too bad, but he still would have need to make another GFI. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You do have to pull off something here.
All right. Here we go. Last reroll. To the Agi 3, who still has to make a GFI afterwards.
Ooh, it's good.
All right. No, I guess he does. No GFI. No GFI. Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh, no GFI. Yeah, he's moving 7.
It looked like there was a GFI when I was looking at him last turn, but that was probably because he moved 1 square.
Yeah, that's true. He repositioned him a little bit.
Yep, that's why. Makes sense. All right.
Now, let's see. Do any KOs come back?
We just explained why we don't understand how movement 7 works. Because when you move your movement 7 player 1 square, they only have 6 movement spaces left. So when I clicked on them, it looked like you only have 6 squares. I don't know.
Flesh Golem
That's a better
and
answer.
1 beast coming back. Now we will get another roll. I don't think we will see a one
yes, that's
turner
true.
here.
Turn 16. So yeah, we do get to see potentially 2 more of the Beastmen return to the pitch for the 4-player Chaos drive.
Looks like we are setting up for...
I can count to 4.
For what are we setting up here?
The riot with a touchback. That's what we're setting for.
Probably.
No riot, no touchback. But if it was a riot and a touchback, you could potato and some hits.
No.
That's
a...
Oh, gosh. Rocket Highland Cow is dead but revived. I think it's the second time Rocket Highland Cow has come back.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter too much since he has a free-player zombie bench anyway.
No, just a little bit more SPP for Monty, getting closer and closer to achieving his legendary status.
Yeah, I mean, because we don't have enough movement 3 armor value 8 Chaos Warrior Legends.
We really don't. There's just been a shortage. Every other time you see a movement 3 armor value 8 Chaos Warrior, they just retire from the game before they really reach their prime.
I think I would have tried Vanity Pass there instead of the Blitz.
Vanity Path doesn't actually really help you this game, though. Like, the Blitz potentially could help you.
How?
Because, you know, if there's one less player on the bench in overtime, you could potentially have less cheerleader support in the dice, and it'll cause a moral victory and basically cause fear in the rest of the necro team. However, none of the KOs come back anyway, so... And it looks like...
And we lose the kick.
Yeah, they lost the toss as well, so they'll be taking a couple more shots here.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you. I'm pretty confident in saying this is not going to kicks. If it does, I will be very disappointed in Keiji.
Keiji has shown a propensity to underestimate his opponent's strategies, so there's always a chance.
I mean, you have to admit, this is looking better than a 1-3 offense for Wood Elves.
True. We'll see if we remember how guard works as we set this up.
And at least Keiji only has one reroll.
Yeah, you could always Ornan and just fail the pickup for 8 turns in a row. I guess 8 attempts, not 8 turns. If I'm calling it an Ornan.
But would that be 8 turns?
With the one reroll, it would be 7, so close.
Okay.
Hey, we got a rock, and our favorite zombie was down with the stun. We got a cast on the Beastman Blake. Blake from State Farm will not be joining us today.
But he will be back. He just decided to took the easy way out.
Arnold gets the knockdown on Cole.
I think we will see a blitz here. From
I
certain
want to see the
ball.
claw palm, yeah. Make this a 4 or 3.
Yeah, you can make it a 3 dice. Because you can now push into a flash golem to even get another try. No, it's only a 2 dice.
1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Yeah, because he's strength 3 and with 5 assists he's still only at 8.
Pile on. Do it.
Ah, disappointing.
Is my mic doing the Hilo Fed thing by the way, chat? Somebody said it was at start, and now no one else said anything about it, so I'm doubting them.
Well, I think you're sounding to me like you always sounded, but I think I mostly know your voice with the kind of that voice, so it's hard to tell for me.
That's what I'm saying now. I don't know if it's just people trolling me because I have a deep voice, or if people are saying that, I don't know.
And will the Chaos Warrior survive?
Yes,
he does. He will stop this.
Kylo Fett still. Alright.
Oh, not taking the foul before doing anything else.
It's not Kilo Fed. You definitely, even though he's posturing like he doesn't want to get hit, I think you still send the claw palmer after Charles.
But now Charles will punch back.
That's okay.
It would be hilarious if Charles now kills the piling on Mighty Blow werewolf. But the werewolf gets support.
Yeah, he's
That's
fine
still
now.
a 1 dice.
He's fine.
Still a 1 dice.
That's fine.
Might as well take it, because you're not getting away anyway. I mean, I guess you could try to hide in the corner to not take the Mighty Blow claw piling on hit. Coda's gun.
Find something else on the foul. And that's another stat bust. But don't worry, guys. Cole will always have a job on Catastrophe. Our collection of movement-busted Chaos Warriors will live on through the ages.
We are hiding in the corner, not taking the 1 dice. Disappointing.
The surf is definitely softer than Clawpaw.
And you're not going to get fouled for the 6 remaining turns.
And gently into the crowd where she goes. And we have a
See?
complete
It's fine.
pitch clear of chaos, ladies and gentlemen. The round of 64. Whoa. I'm in the crowd. That's interesting.
Yeah, me too. That's a weird one.
That's a weird one. I don't know what stadium this is. I'll have to look. I just randomly saw a rat tail and I was very confused. There you go. That's Skaven in the front here.
I think it's the Skaven Stadium.
What level though? It must be like level 3 or 4.
I mean, Findeco's not
No.
spending his...
No. No.
If Keiji loses
No.
this
Can't you know?
on kicks now,
No. Head your roots. Okay. Okay.
Flash Golem has it in hands.
No, we're
pass!
No.
Well, why didn't we just take the touchdown?
No. Kenshi Ruth. No. Oh God, no. For the love of God. It's the playoffs, man. Playoffs.
Maybe he just doesn't want to get another playoff game.
That's exactly what this is.
He's trying to find the easy way out. Now,
Oh.
do we know yet who he would be playing? And if so, are we allowed to announce that?
Jesus. Sace, don't get cross with me. Jesus. Oh, just score. It's dead already. Just score. Oh! Stop it! He did reroll! He's gonna save his reroll for the kicks! Oh God! Stop! Score!
I think Keichirus might just not want to...
He did something! Let's go to the kicks!
2 turns left!
Just go. Score!
I think we need more scoring threats.
I'm a little worried. The ball is not in scoring range if either the werewolf or the goal pick it up right now without GFIs. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That was really bad.
Oh, so
my
greedy.
God.
And he didn't get a single
He didn't get
SPP out.
the no, he didn't
The
get
ball
the
is
SMG.
even still on the same goal.
Oh my God.
The ball is the same goal it started with.
Oh God. That was an ending. That was an ending,
Oh.
folks. Only in the REBBL Playoffs will you come to find such great talent.
Now, who would have
Strategy.
called and turned 24 overtime win for Keichirus in this game?
I say, if there's a betting house right now, the turn 24 victory, if there's a bet on that exact situation, we know that this has been fixed. My face hurts. 18 armor breaks for Catastrophe, 20 for Necro, 46 blocks to 36. Really, I mean, it was just the KOs. So there was 4 that were inflicted, 1 that was just, extra sustained on a failed dodge. But the KOs all came back, and Regen did a couple things versus injuries that did stick for the Necro.
Yeah, and the Chaos failed to break like anything in the second half. Maybe they got 1 KO on a zombie, but other than that...
They also failed to block much.
Yeah, that's true.
Difference. First half, they got a lot of blocks, which gave them a lot of damage. And as soon as they were up numbers, they were able to have complete control of the game. Conversely, as soon as they were down numbers, they stopped trying to get blocks, and they stopped trying to do it. And they still almost pulled it off with that beautiful 5+ dodge into the cage from the sideline, scattering out of bounds. That was
and
a
the
great
beautiful
play.
overtime play, of course.
Yeah, the yelling from the sideline was a very effective strategy.
He was baiting Kijurus to go for the extra SPP, and it nearly worked.
Yeah, that was clearly master strategy. But the best of all was just that dodge play, and then the scatter unfortunately didn't work. That was actually the kind of play that you know, oftentimes people will not even consider attempting because it's so unlikely to happen, and then when it does happen, it's beautiful to see that. So that was definitely a highlight play coming out of this match. Aside from that, always a couple things that both sides can work on. One, recognizing the unknown, unpredictable plays like that, playing a little bit safer with the ball, not greeting vanity passes in overtime. That seemed a little bit much, but yeah, that was the thing. Well, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this round of 64 match. Head on over to the playoff spoiler chat to continue this wonderful discussion. And I don't know when the next match is. Do you?
Let me see. I do have the calendar open, so let me check that one out. The next game is in about 4 hours. It's the Snot Knockers versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Goblins.
Ooh,
and it will be on Steak Mitten's stream.
That'll be a wonderful REL versus Big O match, and an Underworld versus Orc match, where I think everyone expects the Orcs to do well, but the Underworld has all the tools they need to get the upset. Oxtinch is a coach I know from the North American TTS League. He's a good coach, but I don't know. That'll be a tricky one to call. I could definitely see Big O's round of 64 dominance continuing there, because they've got some good stuff. But anything more than that, enter spoiler territory, so I won't go further. I will see you guys probably in the chat. I don't think I'm streaming that one, but definitely follow me. Those of you that did follow me, let me briefly read off some names. Thank you, everyone that did. I'll try and cover a couple more next round. We got, of course, Hentis, my co-caster. Thank you for joining me and following.
Yeah, I mean, the least I can do.
Lol Hudsler, thanks for the follow. Sace, just now. Jeez, offended. Bush, of course, D-P, Stewings, and Barack Totsoy. You guys have a good one. See you next time.
See ya.